All right, what is up? So today's verse I want to take from something I've been reading recently. So I've been reading through the whole book of Matthew, and I'm going to take from chapter 15, verses 8 through 9. So these people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. In vain do they worship me, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. So this is one of those verses that I had to like sit and look at for like 10 minutes because I just kept reading it over, and I was just thinking, I was like, okay, so these people worship me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. And I think that can explain a lot of people. I know it can explain me because I'm coming out here making videos, preaching the gospel, talking about God's word and how we're supposed to live. But yet I struggle with all the same stuff. Like I say these things and make a video, but yet the second I turn it off, I might go and sin, even if I don't know it, sometimes willingly. And I think I can speak for a lot of people. So even if we look right after that, let me find it. So this is in 15:10. And he called the people to him and said to them, hear and understand. It is not what goes into the mouth that defiles a person, but what comes out of the mouth. This defiles a person. Then the disciples came and said to him, do you know that the Pharisees were offended when they heard this saying? So I'm actually gonna say that again because I kind of forgot. So he called to them and said, hear and understand. It is not what goes into the mouth that defiles a person, but what comes out of the mouth. So I know I can speak for me and probably everyone here that we always say things we don't want to say. And we have thoughts that we don't want to have, whether it's lust, lies, greed, judgment. And I would say, let's say half and half. Some people might say those thoughts, some people might just keep them boiling inside. But we have to realize that anything that isn't good isn't from God. So, dude scared me. But yeah, anything that isn't good isn't from God. So when we have these thoughts, when we look at somebody and judge them, or we want to make fun of somebody, that's not from God. That's from the enemy, and we have to learn to cast these thoughts out because what comes out of a person's mouth is what we're talking about here, not what goes in. So I know I used to struggle with this a lot, is judging, like judging random people about anything, and something stupid that I shouldn't even care about. So we just have to get better at watching what we say and realizing that the things that aren't good are not from God. And if we're saying them, that means we're subduing to the enemy. We have to cast all that bad stuff out. So I'm gonna finish off in this one more time. Just remember, these people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.